In Alabama, a fake mustache in church can turn you from parishioner to prankster if it cracks up the congregation. Beware, laughter-inducing lip fur is the quickest way to comedy outlaw status. In Alaska, whispering to a moose hunter is the ultimate game of silent but deadly. Interrupt their hunt with a whisper, and you're not just a chatterbox, you're an outlaw. Psst, want to hear a secret? Too bad, it's illegal here. In Arizona, donkeys have to think twice before dreaming of bubble baths because it's against the law for them to snooze in tubs. Imagine a donkey, fresh from a desert adventure, eyeing a bathtub for a restful slumber, only to remember, wait, that's right, I'm an outlaw if I nap here. It's Arizona's whimsical way of saying, beds are for braying, bathtubs are for not donkeys. In Arkansas, twisting the state's name into any phonetic pretzel you please is a no-go. It's a linguistic lawbreak. Picture someone stepping over the state line, confidently declaring, "Welcome to Arkansas," only to be met by a chorus of locals gently correcting, "It's Arkansas, darling." It's Arkansas's way of saying, respect the name or play the pronunciation game. In Los Angeles, grabbing a sponge and giving your neighbor's car a surprise spa day is a no-no without a yes. Imagine sneaking over with good intentions and a bucket of suds, only to find out you've just become an accidental criminal with the cleanest getaway. It's California's way of saying consent is key, even for a squeaky clean deed. In Boulder, Colorado, the law takes the town's name quite literally. You can't go rolling boulders on public property. Picture someone eyeing a hefty rock, about to give it a push for a bit of fun, only to remember, oops, that's actually illegal here. It's Boulder's way of saying, leave our namesake alone and keep the rock rolling strictly metaphorical. In Connecticut, the humble pickle faces a unique challenge. It must bounce to earn its title. Picture a world where cucumbers dream of becoming pickles, only to realize there's a bounce test standing between them and their briny aspirations. It's Connecticut's quirky culinary law. No bounce, no pickle. Better hop to it, cucumber. In Delaware, turning fluffy or Fido's sheddings into the next hot commodity is a big no-no. Imagine someone setting up a stand, ready to hawk luxurious dog fur scarves or cat hair mittens, only to find out they're barking up the wrong legal tree. It's Delaware's way of saying, keep the pet grooming a private affair, not a public market. In Florida, even elephants can't dodge parking fees. Picture someone tying their elephant to a parking meter, then sauntering off to enjoy the sunny beaches, only to return to a parking ticket for not paying the meter. It's Florida's whimsical way of saying, no trunk space, no problem, but don't forget to pay up, Dumbo. In Gainesville, Georgia, the only way to tackle fried chicken is with your bare hands. Imagine sitting down to a fancy dinner, fork and knife in hand, ready to dive into a crispy piece of chicken, only to be gently reminded by a local, around here, we eat it with our fingers. It's Gainesville's finger-licking law, ensuring every bite of fried chicken is a hands-on experience. Utensils? In this town, they're just for show when it comes to chicken. In Hawaii, the magic trick of pulling a coin from behind someone's ear might just land you in hot water. Imagine a magician strolling the beaches, ready to dazzle tourists with sleight of hand, only to find out that ear coin magic is a no-go zone. It's Hawaii's way of saying, keep your coins in your pockets and your flowers in your hair, but please leave your ears out of it. In Idaho, when it comes to showing affection with sweets, go big or go home. Picture a suitor, ready to impress their beloved with a box of chocolates, only to find out that anything less than a 50-pound declaration of love might just be against the law. It's Idaho's way of saying, if you're going to sweeten the deal, make sure it's with a hefty helping. Imagine the scene, a hopeful romantic lugging a box of candy so large it requires a small cart to deliver, all in the name of love and legal compliance. Here's a ton of love, quite literally. In Chicago, the quest for the catch comes with a twist, no fishing from the lofty perch of a giraffe's neck. Imagine an ambitious angler perched atop their towering long-necked companion, rod in hand, only to learn that in the Windy City, this peculiar method is a no-go. It's Chicago's way of blending urban law with a touch of safari whimsy. Keep your feet on the dock and leave the giraffes to the savannah. In Indiana, Catching fish with your bare hands is off limits, a nod to both conservation efforts and the maintenance of traditional fishing methods. Picture a serene Indiana waterway, teeming with fish. Here the law steps in to say, "No hands, please," ensuring that the art of fishing remains a challenge of skill and patience, rather than a test of manual dexterity. This quirky rule highlights an intersection of environmental stewardship and preserving the heritage of fishing as an activity steeped in technique and respect for nature. In Iowa, it is indeed illegal to pass off margarine as real butter. This law is aimed at preventing deception in the sale of dairy products and ensuring that consumers are accurately informed about the products they purchase. Margarine must be sold under its own name, and the use of terms such as butter, creamery, or dairy in connection with the sale or advertisement of margarine is prohibited. This regulation reflects the state's commitment to transparency in food labeling and the protection of the dairy industry. In Kansas, you can't serve wine in teacups, a quirky law that adds a dash of whimsy to the state's legal code. It's a peculiar reminder that sometimes the rules of the land are as unique as the places themselves. In Kentucky, you can't sell just one blue duckling. It's illegal unless you're selling 6 or more at once. This quirky law aims to prevent cruelty and impulse buys of pets. In Louisiana, swiping crawfish worth over $1,500 isn't just frowned upon, it's illegal. This law highlights how seriously the state takes its beloved crustaceans, protecting the spicy heart of local cuisine and economy. In Maine, specifically in Portland, it's indeed illegal for a man to tickle a woman under the chin with a feather duster. This law is a quirky testament to the unique and sometimes humorous legal codes that can be found across different jurisdictions, emphasizing how specific and unexpected legal stipulations can be.